Welcome to Once Upon a Recipe. I am Rana Maz, and today we will make Dawood Pasha Kofta, an interesting name for a dish, and I will tell you the story behind it. Historically, the origin of Dawood Pasha Kofta is Turkish. It became part of the Iraqi and Middle Eastern cuisine during the Ottoman Empire, especially when Dawood Pasha was the governor of Baghdad. He loved it so much that he had it every day. And because of that, it's known now as Dawood Pasha Kofta. The dish became a symbol of luck. How? The Pasha ordered his cooks to put a silver ring inside of one of the kofta bowls. Whoever found it kept the ring and was considered to be a lucky person. Now, I invite you to join me as I prepare Dawood Pasha Kofta. I won't give you a ring, but I promise to deliver a great taste. First, we will need your choice of meat, 1 pound of ground beef I have here. We will need thinly diced onion, black pepper, Syrian spices, you know me, I use it a lot, and salt to taste, diced tomato, also garlic, tomato paste, and pomegranate molasses. And the list of ingredients will be online as well at newamericansmedia.com. And please consider subscribing to our YouTube channel. And now back to the recipe. Put the meat here. This is ground beef. You can use ground lamb, you can mix. You can also use a ground turkey. This is a small onion, so we're just gonna add it here. Salt, I'm just gonna add half of it here and the rest for the sauce. This is about a teaspoon. And this is also a teaspoon of the Syrian spices. I talked a lot about it. And probably this is a secret for the Pasha that he liked. Now, why do we call it kofta? Kofta is the Persian name and means like minced or powdered. We have to knead this meat until it's really, combined. And I will show you a trick so you can get the meatballs in a very similar size. This is what I use, my ice cream scooper. So we take a piece here, just press a little bit, and here we go. We got our meatball. And mix, makes your meatballs like very nice and similar size. As I said, you can use ground beef, ground lamb. I prefer to mix ground turkey also. This is a story. My husband, he used to be very, very specific about eating like a fat, anything fattening. So when I first got married, like 20 some years ago, we were only eating ground turkey. So I know I made it many times with ground turkey, and it really tasted good. Turkish and Middle Eastern cuisine, they really influence each other so much. Everyone has their own, special touch. So for me, I'm making my version of Dawood Pasha, which is the Syrian way. Now we have our meatballs ready, and I will drizzle some oil. I prefer olive oil, the light one, because it has a bit lighter flavor. So with my cooking, I usually use the light version of it. What we're gonna do now is sear our meatballs. So when we put it in the sauce, it doesn't go bad or break. And of course, all the grease and everything will go to the pot. But I'm not gonna throw it away. We're gonna use it. We're still gonna keep it. So now here we go. And in Damascus, they put the pine nuts inside the meat also. I don't do that. This is my way. But some people, especially the rich people, they like to. The pine nuts is very expensive, especially now. We use it a lot in the Middle Eastern cooking. It has a special flavor, especially when we fry it in a little bit of oil. If you don't like it, just skip this part. Now I'm gonna cut my onion. Here we go. So I have here Since, as you see, it's a large onion and sweet onion. I get the sweet onion because I cry a lot when I use onions, so it's a little bit expensive, a little bit more expensive than the regular one, but it's okay. I mean, now I'm gonna cut the onion julienne style, but in a little bit different way now. So here we go, a little bit closer. Here we go. It's really nice to cook when you have the final result always, and you eat with your family. It's fun to, make them happy. It really makes you happy, when you see everyone eating your food and enjoying it. For this dish, I think most of the kids also likes meatball. I don't know, my kids ask for it all the time. And every time I run out of ideas, I make this dish also. Very easy. Also, you can make in advance. You can make a big batch of the meatballs and freeze them. You can either sear them like this, or I make the meatballs, put them in a cooking sheet, and just put them in the oven 10 minutes, and they will be done. You just put in the freezer bag, leave it there. You can use it. It's not necessary, especially for this. For this recipe, you can use for different recipe. When I make meatballs, I don't make just a small amount. I make a lot. So whenever I don't have time to cook, I just grab them, make spaghetti sauce, or those kind of dishes. I make the Dawood Pasha. Wherever you have the meatball ready is something makes it easy for you. Now I'm gonna cut also the garlic. We're just gonna slice it. 3 of them, and 2 or 3, it's up to you. And these are large ones. Now, those are ready for me. I'm not gonna clean my pan here because all these goodies, you can't leave it. It has a lot of taste, a lot of flavor, so we're not gonna throw it away. Just gonna take those first. Add some oil again, just a little bit. And now we're gonna put the onion and the garlic. We're gonna stir fry those a little bit. I feel like garlic and onion are married. I think every single recipe has it. So I don't know, if you don't like it, it's a problem. But, again, if you don't like onion, you can just use garlic. It's okay, but it's very healthy, so use it. Now, here I have about like a pound of diced tomato. So I'm just gonna add them here. See all this flavors in the bottom of my pan. I don't throw it away. It's really, really good choice. This is the tomato paste. We will add the black pepper here. It's about half a teaspoon. And the salt, we don't need so much, like another half a teaspoon. We will stir those. Now I'm gonna add my water. It's hot water. If you use the hot water, save you a little bit of time during the process. Just about maybe 2 cups. think that's enough for now. And this is optional. If you feel like you like it, you can use it. If you don't like it, it's this is a pomegranate molasses. I like it. It has like this soury, tangy flavor. So I use it in Damascus. They use this when they make this dish. Not everyone I don't know, in Damascus, they use this molasses a lot. And it's very good and healthy. Now, we will bring those to boil and then cover. Turn the heat medium almost, or just a little bit over medium. We are still waiting on the sauce now. It's been cooking for about 10 minutes. It's about halfway done. Now we will add our meatballs. Okay. So while those are hanging out together, I'm going to show you how to prepare the fried pine nuts. Just gonna drizzle a little bit of oil here. So we don't want it to be so hot because pine nuts are so sensitive and you shouldn't leave them at all. Just they take less than a minute to be done. So as soon as the oil get hot, but not too hot, we'll just wait a little bit. Add those, and you see they don't take time. I don't leave the pine nuts by itself because they're very quick. They burn so fast. And we use pine nuts a lot in the Middle Eastern cooking. Not now because the situation in Syria and a lot of countries in the Middle East, and this is a very expensive nut. So, but before, remember my days when I was over there, we used a lot. Even when we eat hummus, hummus goes very well with the pine nuts. Here goes, see, it's done. We are just gonna put them back here. See how they glisten, it's really nice. I think this is almost ready. We leave it another 10-15 minutes. For today's production, I already made mine, so I have some ready here. And I also have my rice ready. I'll show you here. This is a little bit special rice. It has a vermicelli. It's kind of small pasta, but you can just use regular rice, just steamed rice or fried rice, whatever you prefer. But this is the traditional way. So those, I'm just gonna put it here next to my rice. I'll try to get everything like the onion, tomatoes, garlic, everything. Here we go. Now, sprinkle those pine nuts on top. I have so much here. Not all of them, it's too much I make. You can, you don't eat a lot of it because, it has a special flavor, so you don't want to change your, the flavor of your food. I like to add parsley. And this is Dawood Pasha Kofta, a very easy recipe. I would love for you to try. Let me know if you like it. Here's my email, recipe@newamericansmedia.com. I'm your host, Rana Maz. See you next time on Once Upon a Recipe. Salam.